Just woke up. I slept pretty good. I probably don't look it, but actually it was pretty comfortable. Kept my puffy on because it was chilly. I don't think there's a heater in this little cabin. I was a little bit damp. So anyway, I slept in. It's like 8 a.m. and I need to pack everything back up, make sure everything's charged. Things were charging overnight, and I should be able to make it to the Arctic Circle today. That's not too far off, a couple hours away. Let's get to it. Hey, how are you? All right, thanks. Take care. Bike is still here, helmet is still here, my bags are here, my tank bag. Yeah, okay. Let's hope for a good fish dinner coming up. I'm gonna try to score a little grayling or something, so. And then, got some super glue because my phone adapter finally broke. Anyway, it fell off the bike and at least it took a lot of the force, so the camera's fine, but it snapped. That's the end of the under chin mount.
Man, sun on my face. All that riding in the rain last night, and then, you know, the whole ways starting off today. So worth it. The road's awesome, and then right now, this early stretch, there's some really great pavement, and then there's places where I'm at right now where it's like pavement, and then all of a sudden it's gone and it's gravel, and then pavement again. So you got to be really careful, because, you know, you could be cruising in a turn quickly and then all of a sudden hit some gravel. I'm trying to, you know, just have a nice comfortable pace. Got a lot of like hill climbs. Yeah, it's really hilly through here. Really hilly, really windy. Okay, bike feels good. Fuel tanks up here, good. In all these turns, that's all fine. I have noticed, you know, with the extra weight, if I'm going really slow in a sharp turn, so for instance, if I'm doing a U-turn, and if I don't take it nice and slow, if I do one of these numbers, you know, like a little bit sketchy, whoa, the bike is like, wow, it feels weird. Well, what I notice now, I'm looking down at the tire, like if I sit here and I just turn the steering, the handlebars back and forth a little bit, you can see the tire flex. So I don't know a lot about this, but I'm just watching, and what I'm seeing is that the sidewall seems pretty flexible. I know there's benefits to that, but I would think that a tire with a little bit of a stiffer sidewall wouldn't give you that weird feeling. I think a lot of people would feel like the Himalayan handled better, especially at high speed, if the tire was a little more solid. But on the other hand, you got a nice flexible tire for off-road. I'm sure that helps a little bit. So just thinking out loud here, the Dalton Highway, the main road that I really got to get on, that's like, I don't know, 14 miles from here, or less than that even. That'll be kind of a pinnacle achievement. And after that, I think the biggest, the coolest, biggest thing that I'll encounter will be the Arctic Circle. That's coming up. Well, I just had a really cool fox walk out behind me and just walk along back here, and it got me thinking. I've got my good camera, my Nikon camera with a longer lens, so I wanted to pull that out and make sure it was accessible. I want to be able to pull this thing out right away. I'll probably keep it in its bag, but I'm going to put it, you know, right here. When I got it out of my bag, I put my puffy coat away. I was wearing that underneath this jacket, and it's just too sunny and hot now. But then also my bear gun was in there, so I pulled it out. And brace yourself for this, you're gonna think it's kind of funny. Here's the thing. I've got a horn, a little air horn in here, which is handy because you can't do your horn on the Himalayan, you know, unless it's turned on. So I've got a little air horn in here to scare bear away. If they're just at a distance and they're coming up to me and, you know, they're not rushing me or anything like that, and I just want to scare them away, I've got a horn. If they're getting too close, and, you know, but I can tell that they're not really interested in me, just checking me out and too close, well, I can hit them with the bear spray. And I'm a huge fan of the bear spray. This is really my go-to, to be honest. But if there's a bear that is, you know, say like the bear's out there and it is running at me like charging, or, you know, I don't know, if not even just charging, because they do a false charge, kind of like dogs do too. But if there's a bear that seems aggressive and really interested in me for dinner, then last resort, I've got the bear gun. Okay. And when I stop the bike and park and I'm setting up camp or whatever, I can't have that buried in my bag. It's pointless. And then for the people that are interested in what it is and what's going on, it is a Smith & Wesson 44 Magnum. I think they call it a mountain gun. Yeah, mountain gun. It's stainless steel construction, so that's great because I can have it out in the bush and not worry about it rusting away. Like the front sight is rusting. To me, it's a tool, you know. I just, if I need to be out and have it, then I have it. If not, it's just waiting until I need it. I don't really mess around with it. And then the rounds that I have in here, The first shot, actually the first 2 shots are these like what they call the Alaska round. So I have 2 shots, my first 2 shots that are meant to have a lot of stopping power and cause some, you know, blunt force trauma, stopping power. It's a big lead slug, solid slug. And these suckers are like a 300 grain. It's like a rifle round in a handgun. It's pretty nuts. So pretty wild. So I'll pop off 2 of these, but then after that, if I haven't accomplished what I needed to after that, I've got 4 of these Hornady, pretty standard, like mushroom, you know, kind of deals that are gonna shred and cause more bleeding. So the big slug, stopping power, bone breaking kind of power, and then this if I need to keep firing away, which I probably won't. It'll probably never get shot this whole trip, and I'm definitely not gonna waste rounds. So if anybody's hoping that I'm gonna goof around and do some shooting, that is not gonna happen. Each round is precious. I may need it. Okay, I'm wasting precious time, so I'm gonna get that Nikon strapped down, suit up, and get back on the road. Where are you from?
Argentina.
So you've ridden all the way from Argentina, all the way up to Prudhoe.
Yes, yes. Grand Canyon,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone, Grand Teton, Yellowstone, Glacier Park, Vancouver.
Okay, very nice.
My name?
Yeah.
Rodolfo.
Rodolfo. Rodolfo.
Bye.
So long. What a super friendly guy. He's from Argentina. I had a hard time pronouncing his name. I gotta get moving though. Been here a while. at the Yukon River Camp. So this place has information, gifts, coffee, which I need. Started raining on me again. Let's take a look at the inside. They got an okay menu. Hi. Alright. Here you go, so you can plan your trip around the world. Oh, maybe they got rooms or something. Ooh, thank you, that's what I need. What I got here? I got the Yukon burger. Yum. These are the best waffle fries I've ever had in my life. Thick, crispy. I'm just recording that these are the best I've ever had waffle.
Really?
I mean, and I'm picky. I mean, they're thick, they're super crispy, they're really good.
Oh, thanks, man. We tried some good food up here. I'm glad you like them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell the chef. I enjoy it, man.
I thought I'd check and see how much their rooms were. They actually have rooms at that place. In the front, it's weird. You see it and you're like, this is one little shack, but there's a whole wing that extends off the back that has rooms. And I think it's set up actually kind of nice for them. I asked him how much they were. He told me $220 a night. And I usually don't do this because it's rude as heck. I started laughing. I like laughed in his face. It shocked me. $220 for one night. Probably in peak season they're booked solid, but it's like chilly and wet and they don't have anybody, so okay, whatever, I'm gonna camp. Let's take a look at the river. Welcome to the Yukon River. It is actually, despite how bright it is, it's like going on 10 p.m. or something like that right now. I'm not positive, but it's getting there. I heard the guy say inside that it gets dark at 11. Let's get this camp set up. So I'm just gonna be right here because it's grassy. I'll be able to keep clean. And less chance of picking up a nail or something weird.
Back in Anchorage in Eagle River, it'd be dark right now, so no complaints here. And I got a nice cool breeze of fresh air. I'm super warm in my sleeping bag. $5:55 a.m. Pretty good. I feel pretty good. It's kind of cold out. Let's check out the Yukon, huh? Yukon River and the bridge. Well, here's what I had going on for my bed. I had my mummy bag, which is just a thin, kind of like a 20-degree bag, air mattress, and a ground cloth. Lots of room in here. I can get up, I can get in my gear. Let's stretch. Oh man, kind of a junky place to camp next to a bunch of riverboats and trailers. But you know what? It worked.
How about I pack up and get on the road early for once? Good. Think how much rain and water got on it. Look at all this color. You notice there's not a lot of trees around. Now we just have I don't know, short little alders, and maybe there's some dwarf birch around, a little bit of willow. That means we're getting close to the Arctic Circle. So I've been here before with D. It was cool then. Same time of year, basically. Oh man, I had forgotten though. This is so awesome. The sign I passed back here was talking about Finger Mountain, which over there's the finger. You can see in the distance. Well, welcome to this amazing place in northern Alaska. It's so cool. You don't expect to come to an area like this. It almost looks more like a, I don't know, like an arid, deserty sort of region where you see more rock.
Buddy, you got a name? What's your name? You gonna stand up for me? I appreciate your hospitality.
So what do we have here?
Okay, this is your certificate for coming to the Arctic Circle. This is on the Dalton Highway, and it has the official Dalton Highway stamp on it.
Very cool.
So,
And you're like a volunteer?
yes, I'm a volunteer with the Bureau of Land Management.
BLM. Okay, that's good.
So
Okay,
I'm glad that
great.
you were able to make it
I'm
on
gonna
a
keep
Saturday.
try to keep it dry.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.